So you may have a dog that likes to chase after things such as a car or a bike, skateboards, things of that sort. It's not a good behavior. It's actually an aggressive behavior. A lot of times owners will get confused about why their dog is doing this, and they'll misinterpret it as if the dog is fearful of these things. Well, in most cases, it's not actually fear. It's simply the dog has learned dominant behavior, and it's starting to express that in anything that might move quickly around it. So we want to get rid of this behavior fairly quickly. It's not that difficult in most cases. In this situation, we've got a gal who has a dog that's very aggressive to passing vehicles. To her, this has been a very distressing situation. It's caused her not to be able to go out and take the dog for walks at all. Despite how bad the problem is, it's amazing how fast I was able to solve the problem for her. The first thing I did was I taught the dog not to pull on the leash at all. That took a few minutes. Second thing I did was to teach the dog a down command. Again, that only took about another 10 minutes. Then I went out into the street and stood where cars were going to pass by. The first vehicle that passed by, I gave the dog a very strong correction with the training collar, told the dog no as it made a motion towards the vehicle. And that's all it took to solve that dog's problem. We stood out in the street and we had vehicle after vehicle after vehicle passing by, and the dog would not anymore go after cars. I then got the owner in, taking charge of the dog as well, told her exactly what to do, and the dog would not go after the vehicles. She was stunned at how fast that she could then take her dog for a walk and not have any more issues with it. So even though a problem can be incredibly dramatic, don't sort of get overwhelmed by it. Expect that you're going to see amazing fast results. When you are dealing with a situation where there's children involved, or people riding bicycles, kids especially, skateboards and scooters, if your dog is going after them, you want to have your dog muzzled before you attempt to try this, because you do not want to have any mistakes made where someone gets nipped by your dog. Having a muzzle on the dog will also humble the dog before you go into those situations, so they're not feeling as cocky and arrogant as they were before when you used to go in with the dog unmuzzled. Don't be discouraged if it doesn't work the first correction or the second correction. It may take you 1 or 2 days to go out there consistently and test your dog, but you will see the change in behavior as long as your corrections are at the appropriate level for your dog's strength of will.